1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Hey, you better start the recording over in case I said something that I might not have said.
The pre-show content will not be a part of today's show.
Although you can subscribe to pre-show content.
Maybe we should do pre-show.
For a mere $25.95 per month, you can hear the real behind-the-scenes things.
Oh, gosh, yes.
We could make big money that way,
Hell
huh?
yeah.
Big money, big money. Hey, did you hear we're giving away money?
I did hear that.
Yeah, Saturday.
I think we're the ones that have been saying it.
Yeah, $1,000.
That's right.
At Christmas in the Ville.
Right. Your chance to win. All you have to do is enter to win. Have to be there at the event.
All right, here's the deal. Right now we've got 600 entry forms. Do you think that's enough?
I think
with more to be cut and ready to go if we need
but
to.
We're ready to roll if we need to adapt, but we'll play that by ear. But I think we're good.
I double checked the hopper too. There may be a few dents in it. But you know what? That just shows that it's not a new hopper.
All right.
And that it's just like this show. We have a few bruises, a few dents.
It's been field tested.
Yes, yes.
You don't
want
a virgin hopper.
No. Heck no. Nothing worse than a virgin hopper.
Right.
By the way, how to hop.
This is Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Firehouse Doors, if you couldn't have guessed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are we ready to begin with news?
Well, sure.
Local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, whose Zagani trunk sale is this Saturday.
All right, here's what's going on. A recount of votes will take place for a seat on the Heartland Consolidated Schools Board of Education. Candidate Greg Keller requested the recount after he and incumbent Michelle Heemeyer had both received 5,264 votes November 8th. After the Livingston County Board of Commissioners confirmed the tie, a tiebreaker drawing was held in accordance with state election law in which Heemeyer drew a piece of paper that said elected, meaning she would take the seat. But rather than accept that outcome, Keller asked for a recount, a request that came before the Board of Canvassers Tuesday. Although Heemeyer filed an objection to Keller's petition, citing the cost to the district, the 4 members of the board voted unanimously to conduct a recount. The Heartland School District will have to reimburse the county for the cost of the recount. Heemeyer said that could be between $10,000 and $15,000. The recount could begin as soon as Friday at the Livingston County EMS headquarters on Tooley Road. It could take up to 2 days. Members of the public can attend, although they'll be required to watch from a distance and remain quiet throughout the proceeding. The driver killed Sunday morning when their vehicle crashed into a tree in Cohocton Township and burst into flames has been identified. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office says 31-year-old Michael Scott Grisius of Flushing was the victim in the crash. It happened about 9:15 Sunday morning on Oak Grove Road, south of Cohocton Road. Upon arrival, deputies say they found Grisius' vehicle fully engulfed in flames after it left the roadway and struck a tree. The crash remains under investigation by the Livingston County Traffic Safety Bureau. And a former Genesee County official was sentenced Monday in Livingston County to probation for performing a marriage without a license, although numerous one-time employees of John Gleason testified about his abuse of power. Gleason, the former Genesee County Clerk Register, was sentenced by 53rd District Court Judge Daniel Bain to a year of probation and a $100 fine for conducting the 2019 wedding ceremony without a marriage license. Bain was assigned to hear the case after Genesee County judges recused themselves. Gleason, who was originally charged criminally with bribing or intimidating a witness and willful neglect of duty, reached a plea deal with prosecutors to have those charges dropped in exchange for pleading guilty to the misdemeanor violation of the State Marriage License Act. He also agreed to resign from his position and never run for public office again in Genesee County. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
Mark Binkley could barely drive a car when his dad bought the best jewelry store in town from Mr. Cooper. He spent a lot of time there after school and weekends, enough to know that he loved the jewelry business. Mark and his family were exiting a Sunday church service when Mark saw something more dazzling than any precious stone: barbelockery. Successful and beautiful was a combination too great to resist, and around Valentine's Day, a nervous and pale Mark Binkley asked barbelockery to be his bride. They were married in the rustic, cozy church sanctuary where they met and decided to build Cooper and Binkley Jewelers together. You'll see them there every day, working hard just like you, helping people make special times in their lives even more special with a gift from Cooper and Binkley. They'd love to hear your stories of romance at Cooper and Binkley Diamond Jewelers in lovely downtown Brighton.
All right.
I was just thinking about the hopper we were talking about before news.
The field-tested hopper?
Yeah, it had a few dents. I kind of popped them out a little bit. You know, it's kind of like if you had a dent in your car door.
Right.
You do the ding doctor kind of thing.
Sure.
So I kind of did that with the hopper. It still looks good.
Are you going to submit an invoice for
repairs?
repairs?
Hopper repair?
Yeah.
Yes. Mike's Hopper Repair Service. If you have a dented hopper, I'm your guy.
I now have to invoice you for advertising.
That's not fair. Can we trade?
Oh, we'll just do a trade.
Okay,
All
that
right.
sounds good.
Yeah.
But this is really good because it has the door on it for when
Right.
we reach in to draw the winner.
Exactly.
But it also has a slot for you to put yours in.
Oh.
So we don't have to worry about any big gust of wind coming through
that's
and
important.
blowing entries out onto
You
the
know,
streets of Fowlerville.
The previous hopper that we worked with for a number of years, you didn't have that slot, so you always had to open the door.
And we had to tape it to hold it steady
right.
so you could put your hand in to put the
Because
entries
it
in.
was weighted, so for whatever reason it was weighted, because the door obviously would always want to tilt down and everything would fall out.
This is a non-tilter.
Yeah, okay, good. That's good to know.
It's a little lighter brass. It shines.
Oh, wow.
And I may even decorate it for the holiday.
Wow.
Put some Christmas trees on it.
exciting. That's,
Santa hat.
All right.
Are we wearing Santa hats? Elf ears,
we could.
reindeer antlers. You know, you'd look good in some antlers. I'll bring some to the show before Friday.
I'm sure there's some hunters that would like signs.
We got a tree stand
So,
right up in the
I'm gonna
corner.
wear I'm gonna wear hunter orange
Elf
actually.
Elf on his shelf has a rifle. He's ready to go. So it should be a lot of fun Saturday in Fowlerville. We'll set up around 2.
Yeah.
Give you a chance to put your entry into the new hopper.
And win $1,000.
Win $1,000 cash to spend any way you want. You want to
Must
spend
be
on you.
18 over, 1 entry per person, and 1 entry per household.
And we've got a spotter that's making sure you're not doubling
yeah.
through. You're not going to be able to change like coats and come back in line like it's
You know,
Halloween.
right.
We're not going to allow
You know,
that
and
kind of
if
shenanigans.
two kids come up and they're in a trench coat, and one kid's holding the other kid on his shoulders.
Yeah, none of that kind of
we'll
stuff
We'll
going
spot
on.
that. You know.
No, have none of that stuff.
So,
But it's going to be a lot of fun at Christmas in the Ville for your chance to win $1,000. Hey, I want to thank Firehouse Doors, our OG sponsor here on Mike and John Got It Going On.
They are the OGs,
Yes, the
as we
originals.
say.
And there's nothing like an original, kind of like a Werther's.
Oh yeah,
Some people like Werther's, we like Firehouse Doors.
yeah. Although, well, I mean, Grandpa's not handing out Firehouse Doors,
Well, you never know.
out of his sweater. There you go, kid.
With a little lens on it, no?
So, yeah, Firehouse Doors has been serving Livingston County residents for almost 25 years. Family owned, they strive to treat each customer like family. And veteran owned, Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. They're your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they have been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. And really unparalleled customer service and excellent merchandise.
Absolutely. So I'm a little disappointed.
Again? Or are you over it?
sometimes I'm kind of patting myself on the back for
right.
giving one of those trivia questions that nobody gets the right answer to.
Right.
Sometimes it's nice to have a stumper every now and then.
Well, but it's happening more often than.
I'm good.
All right, people, you've been challenged.
Yes, you have.
This guy, look at him. His head is, right. Okay.
No, I like to put out a challenge out there because it makes people think.
That's true.
Sometimes people, when they answer a trivia question online, or even when we used to do it on the radio, they'd call back with all these different answers, and they get on a roll and they get in a pattern of the same, say, what do I want to say, like category of an answer.
Well,
like if it's a food answer, they'll start chips,
Right.
pretzels,
and
nachos.
even when we would say it's not a food item, whatever it
Then
was,
they come back
and they
with
would
another
still
food
come back
item.
with it, and you're like, well, that's food still. never
Pencil
mind.
eraser, that's a food item for some.
That would happen. But our question today, and of course, trivia brought to you by real estate agent Tanya Zirkle, sold by Tanya Z. Her motto, comfort is the key to home. Recent study found 6% of people. So just 6%.
Yeah, see, this was the thing. It's only a small percent, so those real obvious answers,
Right.
That's where when you say, oh, it's only 6%, so those are kind of a small number of people.
Right.
would have this,
6%.
not allowing them to fall asleep.
Right. This is the main reason they have trouble falling asleep.
Yeah, and on occasion, and this was the thing that when I saw the answer, I said, yeah, I could see once in a while this would happen to you. Some people, apparently 6%, it happens quite often.
Right.
So it was not work.
To me, I'm like, yeah. Now, to the point we were just making about the trivia questions and how complicated they are, our friend Drew Goebel said, too excited to see if they won Mike and John's trivia question.
That can keep you up at night.
Yeah, really. But more than 6%,
But
clearly.
Really?
Yeah, well,
like Ken said, caffeine.
yeah.
That's kind of an obvious answer.
Too
I
obvious.
shouldn't have had those 6 cups of coffee before hitting the hay.
Right.
A couple people said coffee. Voices in their head, said Marcy.
I'm going to be up. Someone else snoring.
Yeah, that's
Again,
that's probably way more than 6%.
Right.
And when that keeps going, obviously you need to find another spot to try and
Right.
catch your Z's.
Kim said guilty conscience. What are you guilty about, Kim? What's happening?
Well, that could keep you up at night. But then again, some people, it's like, they don't have those conscience. Worried about having an accident in quotes. Hoping I went to bed.
Right. Our friend Madonna said, gotta pee.
Well, maybe that's the person that should get up and pee.
But again, that's more than
There are those times, though, when you're trying to go to sleep and you're like, do I got to pee or don't I have to pee?
Yeah.
Should I get up and pee? And then you start debating whether or not you should get up to pee or not. Oh, I think I'll just try and fall asleep.
And sometimes you do.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, good.
And then you wake up an hour later and you're like, crap, I got to pee.
Right. And then other times you try to fall asleep and you got like, how long am I going to give myself to fall asleep while my bladder's full? Maybe if I roll over,
it'll shift the weight. And you hear a sloshing going on. Sure. Okay. Maybe I should get up and pee. Just get up and pee, will you?
Mona said pets, and again, that's going to be more than 6%.
Yeah, pets on the bed.
Some pets, yeah.
Our dog Rudy's like a heater. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, he just emits so much heat. You're like,
our dog, he goes in between wanting to just lay on the end of the bed, and then there's various times when he comes and he paws to get under the blankets where you are, and you're like, dude. Anyway. Sorry.
Christine said a dripping faucet. There's a plumber for that.
Especially if you have to pee.
An uncomfortable mattress,
right.
said Debbie. At some point, you just got to say, time to get a new one. Beth said, can't get comfy. Every now and then there are those nights where you're like, I just can't get comfortable.
Right. Cassandra said, too quiet.
Need some noise.
Probably grew up in the city. Sirens in the
Need a train to go by.
Fireworks going on.
Sure. Maui said stress. That's a great answer, but it's probably a little too common.
Right.
Ashley said the wrong pillow. That again would be a comfort issue. Eating too much before bed, said Suzanne. If your stomach growling keeps you up, rumbles.
Along the lines of fireworks, Anne said noisy neighbors. Okay. And I want to thank our neighbors who, and I don't mean our immediate neighbors, but somebody within area of here on Sunday morning, about 6 a.m, they're firing off fireworks. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? So that was great. Jordan says, afraid of spiders crawling into their mouth. Yeah.
If you see a bug in your room before you go to bed, and maybe it's a fly or a bee or whatever, mosquitoes, and you didn't get it, you didn't swat it. You're trying to go to sleep, and then it's in your head that bug could land on you or fly inside of you. If you're sleeping with your mouth open, God only knows how many bugs have gotten in there.
The last place they want to be is inside your mouth.
Well, I'm talking about the bugs. They don't care.
Well,
they fly around dog poop, so they don't care where they go.
I know I have coffee breath, but it's not that bad.
Thinking of how early you have to wake up.
Yeah.
That can be a thing, but it's probably more than 6%.
Looking at your iPad or your cell phone.
Yeah.
They say that blue light that it
yeah.
emits is really bad for your
Keeping
brain.
your-
It doesn't.
Oh, that's what's wrong with us. Actually, go ahead.
Cougar said heartburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be from eating something.
Which she gets every Monday.
It's actually Sunday night into Monday.
Yeah.
And our answer,
Yeah, by the way.
because they itch. Well, there could be that time, you know, if you have, like, gosh, I got this itch and it just won't.
Right, if it's like a quick, okay. But if you have like a persistent... maybe it's in the doctor.
I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. My chalk itch kept me up last
I
night.
need some cream.
So no winner. We'll do it again tonight
Right.
for Wednesday night trivia.
Brought to you by Tanya Zirkle, sold by Tanya Z.
That's right. And Uncle
That's
Bill.
right.
That's right.
Hey there, fella.
Uncle Bill. How you doing this morning, Uncle Bill? We had to postpone School of the Fools for a day.
Yes.
Is it because of what happened on Thanksgiving?
What's that?
Is it because of something that happened on Thanksgiving?
No.
Okay.
I just forgot.
You had
Wait a minute. You forgot?
I did.
You couldn't even come up with a good excuse.
No, you should say
No,
that. We
I'm
had
not going to give it a good excuse. I'm going to give you the right excuse.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
forgot.
well, all right.
I get this text at 2 o'clock in the morning. Can we postpone School of the Fools? I'm thinking it's 2 in the morning. Oh boy, there must be something that happened. Maybe a family emergency or something.
At
But
2 in the morning, I rememred I didn't do my research.
you still had plenty of time.
You just wing it, man.
Yeah, come on.
You just wing it.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
So,
You're better than that.
Well, today will be excellent then because you had an extra day to put this together.
well, not really, but
Wait, you're a little too honest.
I gave it the proper amount of time.
Oh,
for
okay.
research.
All
How's
right.
that?
All right.
Sure.
It's your 15-minute prep.
Hey, are you guys familiar with the commercial for how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Toostie Pop?
Ah, yes.
All right, well,
course.
that's what we're going to talk about.
That commercial?
Just that commercial.
Just that commercial.
Wow. All right. Very
Because,
specific.
We're going back to 1972.
Man, is there a rabbit hole of information on this?
I would imagine if that's the whole topic.
All
right.
So we're going to start off. True or false? The voice of the kid is also Charlie Brown.
Charlie who?
Charlie Brown?
Oh, same voice that did Charlie Brown. Okay.
Correct.
I have to
Which there were
recall.
different Charlie Browns,
Yeah.
but the one that was
But
that.
I'm talking about the original.
The
grief,
original.
Uncle
Oh, the
Bill.
original Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay. The OG Charlie.
Yeah.
OGCB.
The OG Charlie Brown.
I'll say that's true.
I think that's true as well.
All right, you guys say, Mike and John both say it's true. It is actually false. It is not. Although the voice actors are often confused for one another, they are not the same. So, that leads to question number 2. The voice actor for the kid is related to which actress? Is it Susan Day, Christy McNichol, Jodie Foster, or Erin Moran?
Wow.
All right, so you
That's-
get,
So who is the voice actor
Right, somebody was-
for the kid?
yeah, that is a rabbit hole.
Well, you were online on Ancestry.com and look at family trees. And,
All right, so the voice actor that did the kid
Yeah.
in the how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop is either related to
Aaron Moran.
There's Susan Day.
Susan J. Susan from the Partridge Family.
Yep, Christy McNichol.
From
So
Family.
Buddy on Family.
Yeah.
Jodie
Jodie
Foster.
Foster.
How you doing?
or
Taxi
Erin
driver.
Moran.
Or Erin Moran. Joni loves Chachi.
You got it.
She
All
was
right.
also on Happy Days.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She probably would prefer
Shortcake.
Happy Days. I'm gonna say. Do you want me to go first?
Sure, go
Okay.
first.
I'm gonna say Aaron Moran.
So you're going with
I don't
Joni.
know why.
I'm gonna
John
say,
says,
you know, when you look at the 4 actresses we're referring to here, and the voice of Charlie Brown or the voice of the person does this, was a little bit raspy. So I go with you got a couple of raspier voices in there. So I'm at a cross between Christy McNichol or Jodie Foster. So I'm going to go with Jodie Foster.
right. Mike, you are correct.
Oh,
Yes.
look at you. Look at you.
Buddy Foster is his name.
Oh.
Sister Jodie Foster comes from a family of four siblings, and he is the third of four siblings. So he
foster
doesn't act anymore, but he was on various shows in the 70s, like the $6 Million Man and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay.
But all right, well, very good. So Mike, you lead 1-0.
All right.
All right.
Now we move on to the voice of the owl.
Okay.
The voice of the owl is also which other cartoon character?
A one.
Is it Speed Buggy, Jabberjaw, Captain Hook, or Tigger? The voice of the owl.
All right, you're leading.
Wow.
I think I know who this is.
I'm gonna go Tigger.
Yeah.
T-I-double-G-er.
All right, Mike says Tigger. John?
I honestly thought it was the same guy that did Tigger, so I'm going to say Tigger.
All right, you guys are correct.
All
Yes.
right.
One, Mr. Paul Winchell
Yeah.
was the voice of the owl.
I thought you were about to say Paul Lynn.
Tigger. All right.
What else
So
did Paul
now-
Winchell do? Is there any more info on
he
Paul
actually
Winchell?
Yeah,
Because the name's familiar, so I
he did a number of things.
yeah.
But now we're going to zag on Paul Winchell.
Oh, I better close
Paul
this.
Winchell is a holder of over 30 patents.
Wow.
Really?
So you have to pick out which item he did not invent. Which item did he not invent?
I don't like this.
So Paul Winchell, voice of Tigger,
Right.
and the owl.
Invented a bunch of stuff, but not this.
Well, not one of these. Okay.
But it's going to blow your mind the list I'm about to
All
give
right.
All right.
Paul Winchell.
So the other three are things he did invent.
Right.
That
Or he
is
did
correct.
patent.
So 3 of these 4 are things he invented or patented.
That is correct.
All right.
One is
All right,
not.
here we go. An indicator for when frozen food goes bad, an artificial heart, a disposable razor, automatic ice maker. Which one of those did Paul Winchell not invent?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the one with the razor?
Disposable razor.
Disposable. Yeah, I don't think there was a Winchell.
Yeah.
You got your Gillette. You
Sure.
got all these other ones that were out
Okay.
there. I'm gonna go the razor.
All right. John, this is your chance.
Right.
to
Tie it up.
Right. What was the first one?
indicator for frozen food for when it goes bad.
That's your
That's
mouth.
such a specific thing.
Yeah. That is kind of tough.
But then an artificial heart. But then I don't know. Maybe he did.
Maybe he's got a foot pump.
And
that
then there's
helps
the automatic
out.
ice maker. This is difficult.
Those Winchells are tough to
Yeah,
fix.
they are. I'm going to say I think he did not invent the automatic ice maker.
All right. John, you are correct.
Wow, look at that. Come from behind high.
All right.
Boy, this is like the Lions game on Thanksgiving.
But
Wow.
so he did invent an artificial heart?
He did. That is the most incredible, mind-blowing thing.
Wow.
Is that he created like an artificial heart that could actually be put in a person. He donated that patent to the University of Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, he came up with a way of farming tilapia fish
Wow.
that could be done to feed people in poorer countries with little or no water.
Well, Paul's in to do the voice of Tigger, and he smells like tilapia.
Yeah.
Bad tilapia.
He created a flameless cigarette lighter. He invented a garter belt for women that is invisible, that you could not see
Sure.
through any clothing. This guy just,
He's a
30
genius.
different inventions.
You know,
He's a Renaissance man. He
With
is.
all this, you'd think he would know how many licks it takes to get to the center of that Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop.
But it was like, when I was reading this, I was like, oh my God, the voice of Tigger, but all this other stuff.
So here's the thing, though. If he ever got, any kind of acclaim, it was for being the voice of Tigger. Yeah, artificial heart, whatever.
And-
tilapia, whatever.
But he was the owl. In the Tootsie
You
Roll
were the
Tootsie
owl.
Well, that was the hidden part, though.
Yeah.
Little do people know that the owl is like this brilliant person.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, now
Oh,
we
they're
know.
smart. They stay
All
up all
right.
night.
So we're tied up.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're tied. So now there's been many university studies, but we're going to go to the University of Michigan. So According to the University of Michigan study, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? And it's anywhere between 200 and 600.
Wow.
Okay, John,
Now are these
I believe that you've won the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
So I believe you have to go first.
Okay.
between 200 and 600?
That is correct.
Okay.
University of Michigan study.
Boy, how'd you get on that one?
Hey,
Was that done right around hash bash time?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. 389.
all right.
389
John
is a
says
very respectable guess.
Right.
389.
But since you
Right.
said U of M and John said hash bash, I'm going 420.
Oh,
Look at
smart.
that.
Oh, maybe I threw you off.
You may have thrown it. It's probably 210.
Well, actually, Mike, you're the closest to
Oh.
the right answer.
What was it?
It's 411.
Oh,
411.
okay.
Wow.
Isn't it?
411
Wow.
licks.
I wonder how
There
long
you
that
go.
took. Did it say?
No, it did not.
Were they slow licks? Did any hair get on the sucker?
And how much of the Tootsie Roll had to be revealed?
Yeah.
I didn't peer review the research that they did, so
Could you send me that study? I'd like to look at the abstract.
Was
And then,
Was there a version of one of those where there was gum in the middle too, like bubble gum? Am I right on that or no?
well, there might have been a version of that type of candy,
Right.
but I don't remember a commercial.
No, there was not a. No, it was just a Tootsie Roll
Okay.
Tootsie Pop. So.
All right.
All right.
But there you go. So whenever you see the retro ad for the Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop, because I've seen it now 4 times over the last couple days, I was like, because the kid does sound like the kid from Charlie Brown, and they say that the two are often mistaken for each other. So, but there you go.
That's right. It was Jodie Foster's brother. Now,
That is correct.
all right,
So,
we're gonna remember that, Uncle Bill. You know what? I think it was worth waiting a day for that.
Oh, God,
Don't
yes.
you?
Are you
I do
kidding
too.
me?
I'm glad that you feel that way.
All right.
So,
Do you want me to send you a reminder on Monday that?
No. It was, look, it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had all my kids were in town. You know, my mind was not on School for Fools.
All right.
So,
All right.
I apologize for that, but at least I didn't say, "Well, I'm not going to do it at all."
Well, yeah, that's true. You're a trooper.
Yeah. He came through.
I could have just said, "Well, Tuesday, too bad."
All right.
Till next Tuesday.
Now, hold on before you go. I
Hold
did
the
a
phone.
quick search. Okay. Now, the U of M study that found 411 licks, that was done by a machine. A licking machine.
A licking machine. Did Paul Winchell have the the patent for the licking machine?
I don't believe so.
Other studies, though, have brought the number in as low as 144 and as high as 1,000. So, anyway,
Wow.
It's in dispute. But the U of M study using a licking machine,
And
which might have other
Who-
applications.
which gender can get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop first?
Right.
Well, now you guys are going down an even worse.
Yeah, we are.
And what if Gene Simmons is your
Yeah.
tester? Okay. Well, that's probably more than you
Yeah.
bargained for.
We'll see what
You
kind of
guys
can
can
you.
debate that on the rest of your podcast.
All right, Uncle Bill. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right, take care, guys.
All right,
You too.
thanks.
All right,
Yep.
Uncle Bill and School of the Fools. That was a pretty fun one.
Yeah, it was
Sometimes you
very,
go down those rabbit holes.
very interesting.
That's right.
Richter and Associates Property Management, licensed real estate brokers and rental property experts in Livingston, Genesee, and Oakland counties. 40 plus years in the business. Of course, they're located in downtown Howell. They have a website, richterassociate.com. That's RICHTERASSOC.com, or call them 517-540-9560.
I'd like to take this moment to remind folks that we have a big giveaway with Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, who's having their Zagani Trunk Show this Saturday.
Right. But if you go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com,
That's our website.
hey,
You'll have a chance to enter to win
yeah.
a beautiful piece of jewelry from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
Right, 14 karat gold pendant with some pearls on it. Very nice, more than $500 value. And all you have to do is just, enter, and there are up to 9 different ways to enter.
So just think, if you entered 8 of those 9 and you didn't win,
And you
you'd
didn't
say,
do the 9th.
why don't I do the 9th? Do all 9.
Your 9 votes count.
Yes, they do. We've got validators that will validate
yeah.
those votes
Right.
or chances to win.
Right. And then we will pick the winner. I think we run through the
Is it the 19th?
Yeah, I forgot.
Something like that.
But yes, you've got before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, before Christmas, we will announce the winner.
From Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
Yep.
But go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com. You'll see the link on ways to enter. And while you're there, you might as well sign up for the Mike and John Daily News email.
That's right.
Is that what we're calling it? The Gazette?
It's
John's Gazette?
I wear those little green thing.
Sure.
Yeah, but you get a daily rundown of stories that are on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. You can enter right there and get that newsletter right in your email box. All right, moving on.
We're moving on, apparently.
Yes, we are.
To today's history lesson.
Right.
Today is Wednesday, November 30th.
Of course.
Last day of November.
History lesson brought to you by our good friend Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance. Give them a call today, 248-647-2500.
And if you ask Drew, are you friends with Mike and John? We're not sure if he'll say yes.
Well, be like, I know.
He's like, I kind of.
Why are you asking? Why?
Today is International Computer Security Day. Make sure you're not getting hacked. Change those passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4 is not enough anymore.
What?
Add a 5 or a 6. Maybe a hashtag. Or a poop pile. Can you use emojis?
You know, really? Why
really
don't they
should.
let you use emojis?
Yeah. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. My security code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's National Mousse Day, and it's like chocolate mousse.
Right. Okay. Not the
not
Bullwinkle. Not Bullwinkle
no,
mousse.
it's 2 S's
Oh,
for this mousse and a U.
Well, yeah, it's
Could be the mousse you put in your
it's
hair.
French.
Yeah, it's French.
It's French for pudding.
That's like yeah.
I mean, it's not pudding,
It's
but
basically
it's
sugar and
it's like whipped
egg
cream
whites.
pudding or
Yeah,
something.
it's like
I don't know.
meringue.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
But,
Now I want some chocolate mousse. Oh, stay at home because your well day today as well.
Oh, I'm taking a well day.
I'm going to take a well day.
Yeah.
That means I'm going down to the well. 17.
Sure, the well looks like a Jack Daniels bottle, but
Sure.
that's none of your business.
1782, the United States and Britain signed preliminary peace articles in Paris. They said, hey, let's go to Paris, have some mousse, and sign these articles
Right.
to end the Revolutionary War. You ever wonder why they did it in France? Or in Paris? Yeah, in Paris.
Well, because the French were our allies in the war, and the only reason we won because of the French.
They gave us toast and fries. And mousse.
And mousse.
1875, the oat crushing machine was patented on this day. You got to crush the oats. Not just sow them. You crush them.
Well, right.
Yeah.
What about honey and oats, or what's that called? Honey crunching oats.
Honey crunching oats.
Yeah.
Well, see, this was a crunching machine. So
Right, that's
how
what I'm
it all
saying.
came
So
about.
that's how that's you didn't
Is
have
that how that
you
happened?
can't have honey crunching oats if you don't have an oat crunching machine.
That's right. Thomas Edison in 1897.
Yeah, what did he ever invent?
Well, not much. Thomas Edison's motion picture projector had its first commercial exhibition. Check this out.
Check it out.
They brought out the AV guy.
Right.
Had the cart.
Wheeled it in.
Wheeled it in and said, all right, kids, let's watch this.
And if I remember right, the first film that was shown, I don't know if it was this instance or not, but it was the train coming into the station.
Yeah.
And the audience, some of the people in the audience, especially in the front
got
rows, they
scared.
got up because they'd
thought
never
they were gonna
seen
get
it.
hit.
They thought they were going to get hit by something, and they actually stood up.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. All right, calm down. Then there's that one couple in the back.
Now, if only they would put it in 3D. 1901, electrical engineer Miller Hutchinson demonstrated the first ever hearing aid. Might have been a little feedback.
What?
So those were big.
Yeah,
hearing
yeah,
aids, not like the
they
ones you
hang
get
off the
today.
end of the ear
I was
almost.
like, oh my gosh, he's got a can on his ear. 1969, the Monkees made what would be their last live appearance for 15 years when they played the Oakland Coliseum in California. So it was like the last run of the Monkees, and they kind of went their own ways,
and had
monkeyed
their
around.
Huge successful solo careers.
And then they regrouped and had a reunion in '86. Nesmith was there sometimes.
And now it's just Mickey Dolenz. And I think he's coming to the Royal Oak Music Theater.
Yeah, he is. He's doing...
and it's like the music of the Monkees with Mickey Dolenz, something like that. And, it'd still be interesting.
Yeah.
I remember when they came to Pine Knob when they reformed, but Michael Nesmith wasn't with them.
Yeah. He was the real artist kind of guy. Wrote his own songs. And
He had the hat.
it was the knit hat.
He was a true artist. He's got
the little
hat.
ball on the
Yeah,
top.
that guy's an artist.
Yes, he wears a hat with a ball. It was on this day in 1982, the first fully operating version of the space shuttle, STS-6, moved to its launch pad.
Oh, wow. It moved.
Look at that. They moved it over to the STS-6.
The old STS-6.
As that was happening, Michael Jackson's Thriller album was released.
Sure. I'm sure the women like, it's more like an STS 4.5, if you know what I mean. All right.
Yes, Thriller was released.
Oh,
on
yes.
this day.
Sorry.
It became the biggest selling pop album to date, selling over 66 million copies. Thriller. 1993, President Bill Clinton signed the Brady Bill into law, which requires a waiting period and background check for handgun purchases. And it got real hard to buy a gun ever since then, didn't it?
Well, it was, but no, not anymore.
And finally, it was on this day in 1996,
Sorry.
two Amsterdam burglars, ages 83 and 85,
Oh, wow.
were arrested. One was too slow on his walking stick to make the getaway. The other was too deaf to hear the police
He
coming.
needed that hearing aid.
So, and a true story.
Okay.
1980.
How's that not a series?
1996. Because George Burns is no longer with us. All right, that's your 2-cent history lesson for today, brought to you by Drew Goebel and Oakland Insurance.
And Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance, providing the peace of mind you need. They believe the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. Call Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance, 248-647-2500. All right, so...
Yeah.
well, just something.
Oh, I thought you had something
No,
to add.
I
I don't know if we can top what we've already
No.
covered for today.
Now, tomorrow we'll be talking with Rich Perlberg about something. I mean, you know.
Actually, it's probably about famous scents for the holidays, stuff we like to smell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your upstairs bathroom, by the way, has a nice kind of clove and cinnamon.
My wife, last night I go, oh, look at the little pine cones we have in our, and she's like,
there's cinnamon sticks.
well,
in
what
there,
do you think of the odor? I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I love.
I don't go into a bathroom going, I wonder what this bathroom smells like.
you're kind of wandering and going, I hope it doesn't smell too bad when I'm done.
I'm like, honey, couple days, those pine cones don't have a chance. I'm sorry.
You're kind of taking a bet on how quick you can.
I'm sorry to say, but
2.5
I'll
days.
take down those pine cones. You'll see.
Actually, a survey was done of the top 5 flavors and smells that evoke nostalgia for the holidays, and cinnamon is number 1,
Sure.
58%. Pumpkin number 2. Now, when they say pumpkin, it's got to be like pumpkin pie,
Right.
the pumpkin spicy, peppermint, cocoa. Oh, that's nice cocoa.
Cocoa
Do you
with
like marshmallows? And nutmeg. Allspice, didn't even get a mention.
Well, allspice and nutmeg, that is kind of the pumpkin pie smell, in a way. I mean,
You think?
yeah.
I thought
Kind
it was
of.
more cinnamon and nutmeg.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
smells
then.
nice.
That smells very nice.
If you're getting ready to travel for the holidays, see our friends at Murphy's Family Auto for all your auto repair and vehicle maintenance needs. As we get toward the colder season, Murphy's can take care of you. Give them a call today, 517-552-3040. They're open on Saturdays from 8 to 1. And they've got a heck of a deal if you mention Mike and John.
That's right. It's 5% off your bill. Just call them. Again, 517-552-3040. You get the whole shebang.
That's right.
Yeah, they work in cars and trucks, engines, transmissions, electrical services, heating, cooling, brakes, whatever. They do it.
The shebang stall for when you bring it in and say, I want the whole shebang.
Yeah, exactly. They clear the decks. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows, murphysfamilyauto.com. All right.
We don't know what we're talking to Rich about tomorrow. He's probably going to brag about you them.
Well,
Jim Harbaugh getting
why wouldn't he?
Coach of the year.
I mean, wouldn't you brag too?
I would. You know what? They've got a good team.
They have more than a good team. They got a great team.
And
Meanwhile, the Spartans.
Well, they're just
frankly,
they're just getting arrested.
There's that and fine. I was super glad, by the way, that they lost their last game and they're not bowl eligible.
Oh, state?
Yeah,
state. They would probably be.
No. I just end it now. Just pull the plug on this season, be done with it. Flatline this season, and let's just go.
Let's think about next year, rebuilding.
Mike and John got it going on. You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
All right.
All right, so we're looking forward to, as we get into post-show here, 2023. I know we've got a month left of 2022.
Right.
But revamping and relocating the studios. Maybe relocation, potentially.
Right. Yeah.
But at least getting a different light.
What do you mean? This
the fluorescent light.
Okay, if you wanted to, here's our professional lighting.
There it is. Look at that. Yeah.
Workshops everywhere
Yeah.
work with this awesome lighting that we've had, and sorry about that.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to a new light, because really fluorescent
It's not
makes me look grayer than I really am.
We've been very truthful with you when we said
We're in a basement.
we just kind of we're in a basement and we just kind of slap this thing together. But moving into year
I
two,
know you may find that hard to believe.
right? You're moving into year two. We're looking to do more than just slap it together.
That's right.
Right.
We'll slowly put it together.
Exactly. Well,
A little more methodical.
well, yeah.
We'll get the engineers.
Go by Home Depot.
Yeah. We'll get some sound deadening wall stuff, so it looks like a recording studio, so we
Right.
can have the band in here.
And it doesn't look like, we're about to, this looks like an execution wall, It's like, this is the kind of wall, if they made you stand up against it, you'd be like, uh-oh.
Well, at least there's not like mud stains coming down the wall.
Well, that's true.
Stuff like that. Or, you got the spiders out. That's good. So those are things we're looking forward to for 2023.
Spiders.
I don't know.
All right. Well, things to look forward to.